Okay, side yard. These haven't really come up yet. This ends up being a line of Japanese painted ferns, some astilbe, but here are hellebores blooming from February, and there's another one I transplanted from the backyard this morning, and this is where I decided to put the new Japanese maple for this year. Looks barely scrawny, like a stick, because I got it from California. Mendocino maples, by the way, is a great place to get Japanese maples. But it came a bit early in April, and we had some cold weather, and it knocked every leaf off of it, but it has new ones sprouting, which I'm sure you can't see. But it will be beautiful and orange here, and I will be able to see all those from my kitchen window, which is the point of having really early blooming stuff. So I relocated some of those snowdrops over here as well. This is a euphorbia. I love this thing. Gets, I think they call it a cushion spurge. Gets bright yellow, perfectly rounded shape, and then it sort of goes flat in the summer. But it's really amazing. I used to have them in Massachusetts. I love them, so I got some for here. And I planted another one a little too far under the tree over there, so it's going to have to come out. Big holly tree. This is what used to keep deer going over that part of the fence. Peony. The space is rather bare. I'm going to be planting hollyhocks that I'm starting from seed here, and I have a climbing rose that I'm making a spot for over there. More Siberian bug loss, the Brunera, and this yellow stuff. Some of that I put in the front yard. I got this from a friend's house over on that was over by Lake Road, and dug it out of her garden. It's this yellow thing, and then it gets completely eaten by bugs in the summer, sort of disappears. Not sure what it is. Kind of like it. There's a rose I scavenged from her place. It's red. We'll see how it does. It's been doing all right. Lavender, and that's the can't think of the name. You know what it is. Common. Some more of the snowdrops, and that is a wisteria that eventually will grow up that post, and that is a post I have to paint this year. Where else were we? Oh, this is parsley. Italian parsley comes up, never dies here. I keep taking the seeds and I keep sprinkling them on the ground when they go to seed. Keeps coming up. Rhododendron. That's actually the Amsonia I got. There's a piece of it over there too. It's just barely coming up now. I think I got that from Leslie. Not sure. Lavender. This is my favorite iris. This is a deep, deep, deep purple. It's my favorite. These are little white azaleas that I got from that same friend's house who was ripping out all the garden to put in a lawn for the kids. And this is my plum tree, which is blooming. And it has a climbing rose next to it. That's New Dawn. And it grows over there, it grows over there. It will be a riot of pink when it comes. And there's a clematis growing up here. Might not be enough sun for this yet, but it does. The sun comes overhead eventually, so it gets a little bit more sun here. And then it gets western afternoon sun. Deer fence keeps the backyard. I planted an Empress Wu hosta. Should be ginormous there. Then some digitalis. And there's a climbing rose that'll get some western sun when the sun gets over the building. There's can't see that one, but that's a black lace cap, or not black, blue lace cap hydrangea coming up there. I planted a bunch of lilies here, And there's my new cherry tree. And the cherry is blooming just a bit, which is nice. Some lamium, some butterfly bush. There is a clematis. Can't remember what that one is. I think that was a late summer rescue from Home Depot. I planted a new clematis here that will also be climbing. It'll have tiny blue flowers. This is a red climbing rose that I rescued when I cleared out this border that had been here for a long time, and it's been going great guns the past few years. And it's lovely red flowers. Here's a bunch of astilbes I planted. As you see, I still have, I leave the leaves in here, and then I layer more dirt and more mulch to try to build up the soil because it gets rather wet back here. There's where the Japanese Hakone grass is. That's the frame for my hammock, which I haven't pulled out yet. And these are giant, incredible hydrangeas and kind of mostly just junk growing down in here that grows in the shade. There's some little stuff I've planted in here that's starting to come up. I found one trout lily. Oh, this is a ginger that I'm hoping fills in eventually. It's a European ginger. There's a trout lily that came up. And I'll have to see what, I just plant things like damn squirrel. So we'll have to see what comes up out here.